I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. Event! Now that I've just tortured you guys and half of you probably left, hello everyone! I am Tacet and I feel obligated to sing every single time they do something like that. My horrible, horrible voice. Anyways, this week the winged bison and savage hunter were added, so let's get into them before I start singing again. Anyways, these two are really not that good. If you want to save glory, this is the week to save glory on, because you're not really missing out on either of these two. First up is the winged bison. The main thing it does, and pretty much only thing it does, is transform all purple gems to red. And it does 11 mana for that. And then there's a 40% chance that it might summon itself. But for it, you need it to already have a slot dead. So the only instance you would really use this is possibly with the Black Beast. Any other instance with what's currently in the game, it really wouldn't be that useful. Or maybe with Sacrifice as well, but even then it wouldn't be that useful either. One somewhat okay thing with it, which I was testing earlier, is you can use this when it's at a lower level, and it does have a boost ratio based on how many it converts. So if your Bison was only something like, let's say, level 10, you could still be summoning it all the way up to level 17, or even higher if you extended it some. So it might be okay earlier on, but for the most part, this troop is pretty bad. And the other one is no exception. Savage Hunter, a little bit better, even though it's only a rare. Oh, and one other thing I completely forgot. Like many other horrible troops, it has two status effects. A good way to tell if a troop is completely horrible is if it has two separate immunities. You can pretty much guarantee it's automatically horrible. That's a good rule of thumb. Next up is the Savage Hunter. A little bit better than that. It deals damage to a random enemy and deals triple if they have a Hunter's Mark on them, as well as places Hunter's Mark on them. So if you can really get a lot of Hunter's Mark down, this can be very useful. Unfortunately, there's very few things that can cast Hunter's Mark. I think there's only about 3 to 5 things total, or 4 to 5, I mean, total in the game that can even place Hunter's Mark. So not too many things that can, but if it can, it will be doing triple damage. And as far as traits are concerned, it's not the best. It does have the Monster Slayer plus Grudge, so you might be able to use it against something like a Great Maul or other annoying monsters that are out there, because previously the only other troop that had 2 times damage to monsters was Sunweaver, and for the most part you wouldn't really be playing Sunweaver in first slot, but something like this you could play in first slot or second slot and would still be very good. So before we get into anything else, let's hand out the redeem code for today. DBLZ K3VVDC, and of course that'll give the regular reward for the first 200 people that claim it of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Let's just use that gem key real quick for fun. And we get, what do we get? We're gonna load, and we get Set Type Warrior. That's a better brown-green than the current one we're using. But we're gonna go into the teams now. Before we do, it of course is Wild Plains does have enough troops now that I'm just gonna be briefly going over all of the kingdom. Whenever a kingdom gets 10 or more, I like to do this. This is to kind of give a brief overview of all of the troops. Null deals triple damage, or deals damage to a random enemy, and deals triple if they're brown. This kingdom really loves to do random enemy and triple damage for some reason. The main thing you'd use this for is rockworm spam teams. Pretty much no other use other than that. Gorgon has kind of fell off as well. It is somewhat decent, but you're better off with the fire elemental from Broken Spire. Is that even what it's called? Lava elemental, I mean. Is much better than the troop in pretty much every single way possible. So you really don't need the Gorgon at all. Hydra is a bit decent now. You can pair it with other HP buffs. Specifically, the best thing you could possibly pair a Hydra with now would be Lady or Nariel, because of how much HP gains that she can give to this. Hydra is basically a reverse Rowan, in that it boosts based on its HP that is missing rather than the armor that it has. So it actually, this legendary actually likes to be damaged. And even when things that skull damage, so it does 3 damage to all enemies. And it can get some pretty high damage output if you get a lot of HP buffs on it. Pretty much the first slot is the only slot you would ever be able to use Hydra effectively in Savage Hunter. We just went over. Skeleros, all it does is double the amount of gems on the board, and it costs double amount of gems, the amount of skulls on the board. And it costs 13 mana to do that, which is extremely expensive. There's currently nothing that it synergizes really well with in the game. So it's pretty much useless in all ways. Even its traits are really down there, especially for an epic. Next up is Soothsayer, one of the best board control troops in the game. You choose a purple gem, destroy, and then destroy the row and column there. Plus, you give all of your allies an additional magic. And he has Stone Link, so he can get his own ability up quicker, or if something's blocking him in front, it'll be able to fill up that. He has Curse, which is just going to be lowering your stats some, and what really makes him work for the board control is he has Empowered on a plus Destroy. So he'll be able to use this very strategically, both vertically and horizontally, to try to get a move on the very first turn. So a really good board control troop. Sunweaver is one of the better buffers in the game. It increases the attack, armor, and life of an ally, and also gives them 6 mana on top of all of that. And she does all that for 13 mana. Problem is there are a lot of the other good, really good yellow-blue buffers. And since she can't get an extra turn, she isn't always used that much. The main thing that she's used with is things that can really benefit from that extra 6 mana. And of course, like I said earlier, she does do double to monsters. Her and Savage Hunter are the only two in the game that do that. She has Jinx and Water Spirit. So you can actually get this pretty high if you put 4 blues on the team. For the most part, especially earlier on in the game, you just be using Night Coronet instead of her, though. Taurus is also very useless. This kingdom's starting to get a lot of very useless troops. It just deals damage to the first enemy, and then if it's damaged, it deals some damage to the second enemy. I believe that 8 is completely static at all levels. And as far as traits, it does have Nature Link, which is okay. It actually gets that on the very first troop, or very first trait, I mean, which is good, but then it doesn't really have anything else beyond that, and its ability is fairly weak. Next up is Wild Fang, more of a centaur counter. Of course, like many things in this kingdom, it deals damage to a random enemy, and then triple if it is a centaur. And he also has double the centaur, fast, which will help cast this quicker, and armored if you want to put him up front, so he can do the Centaur Slayer. And we already went over Winged Beast, so let's get into the two teams. Both of these are almost as kind of fun teams. Like I said earlier, neither of these two troops are particularly strong. Savage Hunter is slightly more so, but that Buffalo thing is definitely towards the weaker side. I will be repicking on this one. Normally I don't. I don't want to have to deal with all these mana drains though, nor the Stone Skin with a team like this. Of course, this is a little bit of a weaker team since neither of these troops are that good. And of course, it's just going to give me another Stone Skin. And why are we loading endlessly? Why are we loading endlessly? Don't make me restart. And we're loading endlessly. Okay. Here's my desktop. Hello, everyone. Desktopness. And okay. Well, the game doesn't want me to repick, it seems. So let's see. Did it double repick us, or are we still? Yep, Stone Skin. I can deal with this a little bit more. Let's do this. Night Coronet, Valkyrie, Lady Ornerial, and Shadow Hunter. That might be a little bit annoying, but it's a little bit better to deal with. Once we can get our Hunters marked down, we'll just be able to tear through them with all of our triple damage that we do. So I'll probably want to focus on our Wolf first and kind of just go from there. So we'll take these blues here.
Mana surge.
And we do surge it, so one more and we'll get that. Gets quite a bit of mana there. Try taking this.
Mana surge.
If we can get a Hunter's Markdown, that'd be great. We're probably going to just let it take the skulls. No huge benefit in taking them, so with the Stone Skin there. So he'll take that. And now we can actually do this team's killing combo now. We can just place Hunter's Mark and freeze it, plus some damage. And then we can just get the Hippogriff and kill it off. And that's pretty much the premise of this team with all 4 of these. So just kind of get mana back up for it and then recast it. I'm going to take green here just because our Nariel's about to cast. We want to make sure we block her green and blue. Hopefully she does a Nariel instead of Valkyrie next turn. That'd be more beneficial to us. And she's not doing anything, or they aren't. But then again, they're all female, so. Let's see. Take these browns. And he'll be able to hunter mark something too, which we'll be able to use with our Hippogriff. So we'll cast them first. And whatever he hits is dead. So they'll just take some skulls. And then we'll just wipe it out. And now we just need to do that 2 more times and they're all dead.
Mana surge.
Let's see, blue. We could get blue up. It's a little bit longer than the other color though, but I guess I'll go for it. Gotta get 2 surges. Or 1 surge in a match, I mean. Well, let's see. Take the purples. And then any color match will do it. She'll be hitting one of the Hippogriffs, I believe. Yep, and she actually killed it too, because the high 3-to-1 ratio in life. So we just lost one of them. Luckily, we still have another who's going to be doing plenty for us. I do want to wait a turn, or I want to wait until we can get our Hippogriff back up as far as mana before we just cast off on it. Let's see, lower that down. And it's going to take skulls next turn. Actually, I lied. I'm going to take skulls instead.
Mana
We'll take that. And it'll skull as well. And I believe there is enough on the board that this will give spawn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I counted that wrong, and it's probably not enough regardless. So let's just take that. Play it safe. Free skulls, so that's really nice. Is this enough damage to kill? No, it's only 22 damage. 25. We could kill it right there if we want. Let's see. I don't believe that's going to be enough damage to actually kill it this time around, so we should be fine there. We'll just use that. And watch be able to use his triple damage this time, assuming the Hippogriff's the target, which it is. So we'll just Hunter's Mark and freeze it, and then we will get the final kill. And since it does triple the Hunter's Mark as well, this will just kill it off. And that is the match. So yeah, a nice double combo that you can pretty much kill anything with. And as far as this Buffalo thing, while this Savage guy is actually somewhat decent in the right team, you have to build like the team specifically for him. This other one, this Winged Beast, is pretty much useless in every single way, shape, and form. I cannot think of a single good purpose in which you'd ever use need to use something like this. Like, Black Beast is very, very situationally the only thing you could use it with, but even then, it's only a 40% chance to summon a Winged Bison. At that point, you're better off just using something like Giant Spider with a 100% chance to summon a spider, or anything that has a 100% chance to summon anything. So, let's just get into this. We are running it with a all-time, or 4 times Beast team. So we are getting, I believe it's a +4 HP and +2 attack bonus. Yes, right there. So all of our troops have that. We'll take this. And 1 mana off. Take the purple. We don't even need. Bunch of skulls. Bunch of more skulls. Wow, we're getting a lot of skulls here for free. And normally we'd use that serpent for not this. Let's see. I might just take these greens and hope it surges. Of course it doesn't. Okay, we're gonna eat it now. That was your chance, Serpent. You lost it. Goodbye. And now that we have a slot open, our Bison will be able to summon there. 40% chance to do so. So let's see. Oh wait, we don't even use purple. I believe that's the only thing we can take right here, though. Let's just take that. Okay, we got some skulls. We got some other skulls. I'll take... yeah, I don't think it matters which skulls we take. Okay. Take yellow, and we'll finally be able to use our Bison. And I'll convert all reds to purple. I mean, all purples to reds. And then we'll be able to hopefully get a summon right here. Okay, we do.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
You know, I haven't seen the Bison not summon yet. I think it might actually be 100% chance. That or I've gotten really lucky I think I've gotten like 6 summons total so far, and it's summoned every single time. So I don't know if there's just a wrong text on the card or what is up with that. Also, I believe the boost ratio is actually a 1x, unless I wasn't paying attention when I tested it this morning. Because when I left it at level 5 to see how the boost ratio worked, I'm pretty sure it was working at a 1x ratio, not a 2x. But that could have just been me sleepy, not paying attention.
Mana surge.
Which is probably more likely. Let's see. Well, we have a Bison in the way now, which is a bit of a problem. I guess I'll just take this line out. He'll take one of the 2 skull pairs. But we'll be getting close to a kill after that.
Mana surge.
The only problem with the Bison up front now is it's now blocking our Black Beast until we can get a cast off with it. So we have another one that we can use. Unfortunately, we don't really have a need to at this exact moment. I might just let it take skulls. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna use the Black Beast here.
Mana surge.
And we can just kill one of these out. I guess the lower one. And let's see, will we get a summon here? I haven't seen it not summon. I want to prove it wrong. Let's see. But yep, it's summoned again. I'm pretty sure it's 100%. That or I'm getting really, really lucky. In that case, it's slightly less horrible, but it's still... There's no damage that it really does directly. It just keeps resummoning itself over and over again. Also, it's about to die. Or, never mind, Chakra didn't pass. That was weird. Well, I'll take that then. Take the skulls. Of course, we're being blocked now, so we're doing, like, no damage. And we do get the Avenger bonus as well whenever we kill something with the Black Beast, or when anything dies. I mean, the Black Beast gets that bonus attack. So let's see here. Really need to get the Black Beast up or another summon. If our Black Beast dies, we're basically dead. Or then again, I'm pretty sure a Prince could win it if we really have to go down to that. But at this point, the Black Beast will just kill literally everything. Let's see. Red, yellow, other colors. None that I really want to take, so we'll just take the brown. We can't really eat, though, unless we can get more mana for our Bison. That, or we can just eat the Bison because we hate him. No, I won't eat him. Not yet. Okay, well, so Tacet's going to recast. I'm not even going to bother with that, because I know it's just going to break the shield anyways. So we are playing it very low. I'm hoping it doesn't die, and it shouldn't. We'll take that. It should be the rest of mana for it. And it is, and we got a very lucky extra turn there. A lot of extra turns. And let's do it one more time. Will it summon? Oh wait, it didn't summon. Okay, so it is a 40% chance. I just got really, 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 really lucky with it, like the past every single summon. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. Well, this troop is completely useless. Let's kill it. Confirmed to be useless right there. So that's out. We'll take that extra turn right there, get a bunch of mana for it. And any damage will kill it at this point.
Mana surge.
Yep, and there we go. And that is the kill.
Mana surge.
Well, anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I can't talk today. Well, thank you, everyone. I am heading out. Goodbye, everyone.